The long-awaited video is here. My goals for 2023. I have been making these videos for the past couple of years. 2 years now. This is my third video. My third year here on YouTube. And I always find myself struggling with the goals I'm setting. Of course, I do achieve some of the goals that I set. But I find myself struggling with it because sometimes they are just not as realistic as I thought they would be. Sometimes you just can't find the time anymore to actually work on your languages as much as you would have wanted to. So my biggest goal for this year is to set more smaller goals, and I will tell you all about it. If you don't know me, hi, my name is Vera and this YouTube channel is all about learning languages and learning about different cultures. As I'm learning a couple of languages on my own, I'm a Dutch native speaker, I teach English at a middle school here in Holland, and I am learning French, Spanish, Chinese, Korean. I've learned Czech before, I've learned Luxembourgish before, and I actually have been learning German for 6 years. Yes, so a lot of languages. I don't speak them all fluently, that's why it's called becoming a polyglot. I'm not there yet. But these goals are going to help me develop these skills, my level in these languages, and I love to share that with you. So let's just get started with the video before I start rambling on about anything and everything. If you see my first video of this year, 2023, then you know that in September I will start a new bachelor studies, my second bachelor actually, at the University of Utrecht, which is called Languages and Culture. And that entails choosing just one language as your major, and I was thinking of French. So let's dive into French, because my level of French is just horrible. I mean, I've been stuck at the same level for ages. I'm too embarrassed to actually speak it, to try it, and that, first of all, it stresses me out, but I'm also very frustrated about it. I think therefore I'm also choosing French as my major because I'm super motivated to know this language by heart, but I don't. Yet, I hope. So this year will mostly be focused on French, I think. I hope, it's a goal. And to put this into smaller goals, I would like to immerse myself more into the French language. And I hope to do that by listening to more podcasts. I am stuck at the A2-B1 level of French. And I think I need to immerse myself more in the language. So listening to podcasts whilst commuting to work will actually help me immerse myself in the language, hear it more on a daily basis. Because that's the thing, I don't hear it. It's not on my feed. I don't watch YouTube videos in French, and I should actually. I really should. I mean, I've got a lot of workbooks in French, but I find myself not having the time to actually work through them as much as I would have wanted to. Also because I teach a lot, I still study, I'm in my final year, going to do a second bachelor, you know the drill. However, I do have a lot of time to kill as I have to commute to work and my university for about an hour back and forth, so 2 hours per day. And in those 2 hours I want to be more useful, so I could definitely listen to some podcasts. If you have any good recommendations of easy podcasts, not the one from Duolingo please, then definitely let me know down below in the comments. I would love to try them out, listen to them, and I could give my recommendations later on this year. Also, why I want to improve my French right now, even though I'm going to learn French after the summer of course, is because at university the French level will be about B1, B2. And like I said, I'm stuck in between A2 and B1, but I absolutely do not feel confident enough for a B1 level at the moment. I just feel like whenever I speak French, I'm not really thinking about what I'm saying. How should I put this? I don't know the correct grammar forms. I just think they're good. And you get away with that if you are in France and you want to ask something, of course. Because people will still understand you even if your grammar structure is a bit off. But if you start at university and you will actually read some academic work in French, that'll be quite a struggle. Besides listening to podcasts, I would also really like to do an italki class in French. I haven't done that before, only for Chinese so far, which I really enjoyed by the way. But perhaps I should start with an italki class just to make myself aware of what I'm actually capable of in French, because I am telling you my level, but I don't know it for sure. It's just a guess. So I think that's a good starting point, and then with my italki teacher, work on from there on like what things I should focus and to speak more easily. I think that's a good start. If I were to be able to have a casual conversation on a B1 level in French, I think that will be great, especially for in September when I start the new studies. Then I can say something other than introducing myself. That will be great. That won't get me far. But yeah, that is the goal for this year. And this is to my future self, because September I'm finally going to start this bachelor and I'm so excited. I can't wait to share that with you, to share it on my social media as well, what it will all entail, what I will go through. Oh, I'm just so excited to start that studies. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Okay, but it's still February and I still have to finish my current bachelor, which is English. I just handed in my thesis, by the way. That was a challenge. It was about how we should use the mother tongue of our pupils inside of the English classroom, so that they won't have to translate first to Dutch and then to English. They could just translate it from their own mother tongue. And how would that work? How would that work for a teacher who doesn't speak your mother tongue? Yeah, therefore it was a very exciting. It was okay. I'm glad I'm done. I don't know if I passed it yet. Okay, but I'm rambling on. Chinese. HSKK 1 exam. Period. I really want to do it. I really want to do it. What I'm... yeah. No, I should. I just should do it. I've been looking at when the exams are this year for HSKK. There are twice this year. Which is not a lot, and they're on the other side of the country. And I know Holland is small, mama, you're anywhere within an hour, I know, but still. Traveling in Holland is very expensive. The public transport is very expensive. No, but still, I want to do the HSKK 1. Why? Well, that's actually a good question, why? As you know, I've done HSK 1 and 2, so just the written is not written, it's a reading and listening exam, and I've passed those two. I passed the first one without any mistakes. That was that was insane. I mean, you guys, it all started as a joke to learn Chinese. Now that I've done HSK 1 and 2, it felt convenient to also do the HSKK and test my speaking abilities in Chinese. And here and there on my social media, you've seen me talk in Chinese and practice it. But sadly, I have never actually signed up for the test, which saddens me a bit because I was so thrilled about taking the HSK tests and how well it went. So yeah. Sometimes you just lose a bit of motivation, and that is what I got with Chinese a little bit, and Korean took over, which was also very nice. But anyways, I just feel really connected to the Chinese language. Perhaps it was my first not European language that I've ever learned with a non-Romanized alphabet, which I was very excited about, that I actually knew a couple of characters. The entire progress of learning Chinese is just such an exciting journey. I mean, every time you feel like you can read more, you can recognize a character more, and you're like, yes, I know them. Okay, good. On to the next 100 characters. But no, with the HSKK, I think why I also want to do it is because I forgot most of it, and I'm just so saddened by it. I do not want to retake the HSK 2 exam for the sake of forgetting half of the characters. So therefore I thought, okay, let's do the speaking exam. It's about 15 minutes. I don't know by heart what it exactly entails, or that it's a speaking exam and that they will ask you different kinds of questions. But it's definitely something that I wanted to dive into, make a separate video about what it entails, how you can prepare, how I prepared, etc. I found that last year, or the year before that actually, italki really worked for my Chinese. Different videos you can see on my YouTube channel how I prepared for those exams. And once I had a teacher who didn't even speak English, which I cannot recommend by the way, but it really forces you to try. Which is something I should therefore do with French. So I think I should really use that format again, but then for the speaking exam. So yeah, let's do that this year. That'll be nice. Just the HSK 1 and just a revision. Not HSK 3. I'm not ready for that. I don't think I have time for that. If it comes to HSK 3, then that's wonderful. But we're gonna keep it small. Small goals. So the goal is that we want to be able to have an A2 level conversation in Chinese on a speaking exam. Okay? Okay, I was talking about the language before. Korean! Wow, Korean. Korean and Chinese are the two languages that I love. Whenever I hear it, I'm just immediately intrigued to know what it says, what people are saying, what it's about, how it is formed, how it is written. I'm just so intrigued by those two languages. However, they are also the two most difficult languages that I've ever encountered. Korean being even more difficult than Chinese, which is weird, I think. Well, most people tell me that's weird, that I feel that way, because Korean should be a lot more easier. Well, I don't understand. I was actually preparing for the topic exam last October. I prepared the entire summer on a daily basis. I was so excited that the topic exam was back in Holland. I'm like, yes, I'm gonna apply. I'll work for the embassy. I should apply right now. I worked for the Korean embassy. Watch my previous video to know why. This is what I should do. Let's go. Yeah, it was a bit too difficult. Perhaps also because I thought that the topic 1 and HSK 1, like the Chinese exam, would be somewhat of the same, well, level first of all, and same structure. Which it is not. Not at all. And I was actually struggling most because I was getting used to the Chinese way of learning for the exams. You have a word list, it was fairly easy, just go over the words, these structures, bam bam bam. If you know that, you can do the exam. And with topic, I couldn't really find what to learn. Is it like the first 800 words, 1,000 words, 2,000 words? Someone said no, you should know 3,000 words. And then which grammar structures? I have no idea. The past, the present, the future. And then the sentence structure in Korean is all over the place for me. What? So that was an interesting journey last year, definitely. No, I like it. I like the language a lot. Like I said, I'm intrigued by it and I definitely want to learn it, so that's not a problem at all. I just really overestimated myself, thinking I could take the topic exam that fast. Even though I've been learning for half a year, it was not, no, I wasn't ready, so I didn't do it. I'm not saying that I want to do the topic exam this year, because still I don't think I'm able to do so. Like I said, smaller goals. So the small goal for Korean this year is that by the end of the year I want to be able to, should we set it for half a year? By July. By the end of July I want to be able to have a small A1 informal conversation in Korean. Yeah, I've been using Toyoda for a while right now and I absolutely love that app. Really, really nice. I've made a little reel about it as well where you should download it. But what I actually should do is write down what they say, because it's only about your speaking. Which I love, because most apps don't really focus on that and Toyoda solely focus on speaking. But I should write down what they're saying, because they are mentioning grammar structures like really, really fast. And then I'll just pronounce them in the app, and then the next day I forgot them then. So therefore I should write down whilst using the app, like really active listening and well, speaking instead of passive, just doing the app to maintain your streak. I should make it more into a study moment, perhaps just like once a week, just revise what I've done over the week with that app and then write it down. I think that'll be great. I mean, you saw my Instagram, I've been working on Korean for quite a while. All the purple pages, all filled with Korean. I just really struggle with learning the language. I feel it's such a hyped language, like everyone wants to learn it because of K-pop, which I understand, of course. But what they don't mention is how hard it is. I honestly feel like people on the internet are like, yeah, I studied Korean and blah, blah, blah. They just mention it like it's so easy to do so. It's not. I find it very difficult to learn Korean. Very difficult. And I want to learn Korean with BTS. Well, not entirely finish, because there are 4 books in here and that's a lot. I mean, if I do, that would be great, but I'm not setting this goal for myself because that's too big. Small goals. Oh, I would like to work on this again. I like this book. I like using it. It is a tad difficult, but it does help me get motivated. Because there's BTS on there. No, honestly, this is really good. It is a really good way to study, and I should continue. I really should. Now that I've handed in my thesis, I think I know I have more time to do so. So I'm very excited about these upcoming months of just being able to work and also do my own things, my hobbies, my languages. Yeah, gonna be a good few months. I'm excited. For the people who are watching their screen very closely, I've got a new book. It's over here. I'm going to show you. I got it yesterday. I made a reel about it, like a little unboxing reel. I really suck at making reels, you guys. I don't know how that works. One time I made a reel about BTS, going to the BTS concert, and I got 14,000 views, which to me is a lot. And then yesterday I made an unboxing video which I thought was really aesthetic, and I get no views. What is that with the algorithm? Someone explain it to me. I don't know how that works. Okay, but this is the book. I mean, I'm really late to the party because this book has been out for a long time. It's called I Want to Die. Sorry, I find it such a funny title. I want to die, but I want to eat tteokbokki. I love that. No, of course the subject is very real, and I'm laughing about it now because I think it's just a very fun concept with tteokbokki included. I'm really curious to read this. I will let you know what I think. If not French, then Spanish. If I decide not to choose French as my major for my next bachelor, I'm going to choose Spanish. I just feel really comfortable with learning the Spanish language and speaking the Spanish language much more than French, actually. Maybe that's because I did my minor in Spanish. Just feels good. I don't have a specific goal yet because like I said, I'm leaning slightly more towards French and therefore I want to focus on French. So I don't have a specific goal for Spanish that I want to set by any specific date or learn. And since I want to focus on French these upcoming months, I don't think that I will actually focus that much on Spanish. I also heard that you could probably choose 2 languages during the studies, so maybe I'll do that. But I know it's very difficult to learn French and Spanish at the same time, so I'm still stuck. I don't know yet. Let me know in the comments, what would you choose if you had to choose one, French or Spanish? So the last thing that I want to mention is a language that I have learned for half a year, then stopped and never picked it up again, which was Czech. Why I was learning Czech in 2021 was because I thought I was going to Prague for my minor, and I also thought I would go to Prague just for the holidays, which didn't go through, of course, COVID, everything, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, I stopped learning the language because it was of no use to me anymore. I can't use it here in Holland. It doesn't benefit me from anything. Other than that, it was a nice language to learn. Yeah. But why I want to mention it right now, 2 years later, is because, wow, the amount of love you guys are giving me on that video about learning Czech. I can't, I just, wow. I was looking up that video with me learning Czech on my channel, and I watched the entire video again. I saw all your comments. Like 400 thumbs up and likes, and what is it? 8,000 views? 7.8, what is it? 7.6 thousand views. To me, that's a lot, and I can't thank you enough for that amount of love and likes and of you supporting my language journey even when I dropped a language. Thank you. This is so kind, this is so nice. And as I've always mentioned, whenever I am planning to go to Prague, on holiday or anything else, I will pick up this language. I promise, I promise. I would love to be able to have a conversation with the people over there in their native language. I mean, that's just wonderful. You will have such amazing conversations and they're always so interested in you learning their language. So I'm not going to miss out on that whenever I am going, I don't know when, to Prague. So, yeah. If you're waiting for that video, then follow me along. I'm very sorry for the people who have been waiting for that video for the last 2 years. I'm so sorry about that. But it's still high on my wish list, don't worry. I just wanted to mention a big thank you from me to you. Okay, now I want to take some time to show off my purple MacBook. Isn't it amazing? Slowly everything in my room is transitioning into purple. Like anything and everything. Even my nails are purple now. I don't know what it is, but I'm feeling purple. Do you know that feeling? I don't, but now I do. Ha! Okay, what I forgot to mention in my Storytime 2023 video is that, also purple, is that I have something very special. Something very special happened this year. To me it is, because I've never experienced this before, and I'm going to show you right now. We've got a new addition to the household. It's this one. Hello. Hello, Woody. This is Woody. I never had a dog before. It's my first dog in all my life. Here he is. His name is Woody. He was initially from a different family. I'm going to talk different when I speak to him. Oh, I'm so easily distracted. He was from a different family, but they decided to give him up, sadly. So we really wanted him. Huh, Woody? Boop. And he's just the sweetest dog. He is very, very excited all the time. Like he wants to play all the time and has zoomies all the time. Yeah, like I said, I'm not used to having a dog. We had him since September. Yeah, since September last year. So it's quite a while now. I am used to him right now, but it took me a while to get used to. But now I can't imagine him being gone, so I'm very happy he's here. So therefore I wanted to introduce you guys to him as well on YouTube. Say hi to the viewers. Hello. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. No, but I hope my message came across that it's often better to set more smaller goals than just big goals and think in terms of language levels. That is just way too difficult sometimes. I mean, if you're able to do so, by all means, go ahead. But I just found myself being stuck, which led into demotivation, dropping languages, or yeah, stuff like that. You don't want that. I mean, you started learning a language for a reason, and yeah, I support you in this entire progress. So I hope you support me as well. Let's do this. I'm very curious what kind of videos I'll be making this year, and I hope you will follow me along. Okay, so bye for now. Leave your comment down below if you have any questions or videos that you want to see, and then I hope to see you really soon. Okay, bye bye.